Hey, what's up guys? Jason Scully here from the Grappler's Guide. I'm here with my student Spats. Spats is going to help me with the video today. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Kimura, and not necessarily like different ways to set it up, but how to look for it and how to find it in a whole bunch of different areas. I had somebody ask me a question about the Kimura, how you can set it up, and not how you can just submit, but how you can use it for sweeps and passes and so on and so forth. And there's going to be a few different parts to this. So this part is going to be talking about how to look for it, how to find it, and how to basically attack it. And then in the other videos, we're going to talk about possibly how to use it for passes, possibly how to use it for sweeps, and how to use it for submissions as well. Just giving you some different ideas. So basically, the general concept, we'll start from the guard. Everybody understands the guard. So we're going to start from the guard here. A lot of people who are beginners, and if you've never seen this before, the very, very basic concept is if his hand is on the mat, we're close to the mat, I can attack for a Kimura. So his hand is down, and I can attack for a Kimura and start working from there. I can submit him here. If he rolls over, I can sweep him. I can take his back, and I can do a lot of other different things just from this position alone. However, at the higher level, people don't just put their hand on the mat. It just does not happen. What you want to look for more than anything is the person having their elbows out. If the person has their, let's say he's here and he has his elbows out, like this. If he has his elbows out, I can still attack for a Kimura. So it's not just about the person's hand being on the mat or their hand being on the outside. It's about looking for elbows out. If you find elbows out, this is your trigger. I talk about triggers a lot, and basically what a trigger is, it's something that elicits a reaction from you so you can do a certain thing. My trigger for a Kimura would be elbow out, so that way I can attack for a Kimura here. So if I'm here like this and I see his elbows, let's say I just did this and I see his elbows out, I can start attacking for a Kimura right now just because his elbow's out. My main premise is I want to get this arm around his arm so that way I can start attacking here and start finishing the Kimura there. You're going to see in future videos, I'm going to break down specific techniques about the Kimura too. These particular videos, I'm just going to give you ideas and concepts that you can work with so now you can brainstorm on your own and start developing your own style and your own attacks as well. But look out for the other videos as well, so in that way we can basically increase your arsenal. Alright? So let's take, for example, he is in my guard like this. Okay? Once again, if his elbows are inside, I cannot attack for a Kimura because it's going to be harder. If I go here, I have nothing that is letting me go over his tricep. If his elbows are out, now I have a possible attack. So I'm here like this, I can start moving. I see his elbows are out, and now I can attack. That is my cue. There are some people who are so good at Kimuras that can hit them from basically all different areas. And you want to look for these particular situations. So let's say in here I'm working, and we're playing, and I see he has his elbows out for whatever reason, and it's not even out too far. All I have to do is push his hand down and come inside here, and then I can start working my position and start working for a Kimura from there. Let's say, for example, I am on top and he's in the guard here. Now this is when you start getting tricky. It starts getting a little bit more flashy, but you can still hit these style Kimuras here. If he has his elbows in, I cannot go for Kimuras anymore because I have nothing to go around his tricep or over his shoulder. I have nothing that lets me lace inside this way, here. If we're here like this and he has his elbows out, now I have the ability to attack his arm. Even from this position, I still have the ability to attack his arm. I need to understand what my risks are. For example, when I go to attack his arm, I am giving up a possible opportunity for him to get my back. So I wouldn't turn this way, I would turn the opposite way, like this, and then start working so I can get my submission from there, or get my sweep because he may roll forward, and I get my reaction from there. But the point is, I see that his elbows are out. Another particular situation is we're here like this, and Mike is going to take this arm and bring it underneath my leg, and this arm is going to be on the outside. So it's going to be like an over-under pass here. So he's here like this. If I see that his elbow is out, here I can swim through. I don't want his arm to be, I need to do this quicker especially, right now his elbow's tucked in. His elbow's no longer out because I can't feed inside. But if he initially goes for it, I see his elbows pointing out, turn this way, and there's some space in here, that is now Kimura. Elbows out, Kimura, space, here. I can go for a Kimura. If you think of these concepts, you can start hitting Kimuras from so many different situations. It's seriously like, it's one of those things that feels almost limitless. So when I'm here like this, I feel his elbows out, I come through. Then I come inside, and then I can start working. So I can get my position and start finishing, going for sweeps, and going for my particular attacks. Another situation, he's on the bottom. Here, like this. I'm here, I'm turning. If his elbow is tucked in, it's going to be harder for me to get this. Okay? As soon as I feel him start moving, his elbow came out, now I can start attacking. You can get away with, you can get away with, you know, doing a little bit more things from the top because you can get more leverage, but the general premise is, when I'm here, I want to get his elbow out. I want to get his elbow away from him a little bit, so in that way I can lace my other hand inside, and then I can start working. Now I can start working for my submissions, or I can even start working for passes. So you want to make sure that you're not just looking for hands on the outside, you're looking for elbows out. If you pay attention to those cues and those triggers, then you're going to have a higher opportunity of hitting the Kimura. The Kimura is very good, not just for submitting, but for setting up. I, myself, I'm a little on the smaller side, so I don't attack for Kimuras a lot when it comes to submissions. But I do attack for Kimuras to set up other things, so I can take the back, so I can go for other submissions, so I can go for guard passes. Now, if you're the same size as your opponent, maybe even a little bit stronger, and possibly bigger, the Kimura starts increasing in percentage, especially as you get your leverage down. If you have proper technique, even a smaller person can do a Kimura on a bigger person. However, not everybody's perfect, and it becomes a little bit harder. So once again, focus on those elbows out, so in that way you can attack your different positions. Always look for different situations. But the key is, elbows were out. You attack over the arm, and then you attack the fact that the person's elbows are out. So it's not just about the hands being out. It's about exposing the elbows. If you expose the person's elbows, you're going to have more opportunities for hitting Kimuras. Alright, so work on those concepts, and hopefully you're Kimuring the heck out of people. Alright? Peace.
Thank you for watching. Please help me reach 15,000 subscribers, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. It really helps. Also, please share this video with all grapplers around the world.